In 1979, Grandmaster Bill Dewart opened the Academy of Taekwondo on Scott and Oak Streets in San Francisco. At 72, he's an 8th degree black belt that still teaches practical martial arts to a diverse group of students, both here and at San Francisco State. In a city marked by change, his humble dojang looks much the way it did in the late 1970s. Originally from the Bronx, Dewart was living in New York City just out of college and in search of some physical activity outside of his downtown corporate job. A former semi-pro football player with long legs, he decided on Taekwondo, a martial art that relies heavily on quick and powerful kicks.
I found an instructor in Manhattan, fairly near where I worked, and it turned out that he was one of the first Korean masters in the United States. His name is he's the late Grand Master S. Henry Cho, C-H-O. Grandmaster Cho was my instructor from day one until he passed away a couple of years ago. The same day that he promoted me to 8th degree black belt. Grandmaster Cho held the All-American Open martial arts tournament, and he held it in Madison Square Garden in New York. Chuck Norris competed there. Bruce Lee was a guest.
After hitchhiking to the Haight-Ashbury neighborhood in the late 1960s, Dewart made ends meet teaching private lessons in his dining room, and his instruction today is as tailor-made as ever. A man dedicated to his craft, he seeks to empower all his students to gain the confidence they need to protect themselves.
He really cares about every student, and that makes a big difference. He's committed to, more than committed, like his heart is in it, that everyone will learn and that everyone will take it seriously.
That's great.
And have fun.
Well, I know what a good teacher is. I've had other good teachers, and he's one of the best. One thing I especially like is he's very pragmatic.
Focusing on both traditional maneuvers and modified street-smart techniques, his system appears effective and accessible in its demonstrations, whether it be diffusing an argument at a party or fending off a knife-wielding assailant. Dewart delivers his instruction with the power and poise he hopes to see in his students.
What I hope to achieve through instruction is to build the confidence and the self-esteem of the student. My experience as a teacher for almost 50 years is if a teacher builds the confidence of the student, everything else just seems to take care of itself. After all these years, okay, I still keep doing it because it keeps me alive, okay? In 2001, I was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. My martial arts training got me through that. Martial arts training gives you self-discipline and helps you deal with any life situation that comes along. It's not just kicking and punching. It's a mental attitude that you develop towards handling every aspect of your life.
Half a century into his practice, Dewart may not be able to perform the aerial kicks he once could. But make no mistake, this Grandmaster can still hold his own with a precision only achieved through years of constant practice. And in the end, it's his legacy that will truly wield the most power, his instruction living on in those he's taught along the way.
As a teacher, whether it's martial arts or algebra, or you have an impact, and a positive impact on young people's lives, and I think that's very important.